Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. I'd like to welcome you all to my crafty space where we have crafty fun. Yeah. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm working on the Autumn Grateful journal. We've made a lot of progress in this. We've got all our flips in and our mats, and you know, I'll give you a quick extra little flip through, tuck, and secret writing spot, and you know, lacy tuck spot there, belly band that folds out to all kinds of extra writing space, big pockets, flips, belly band. Now, today what we're doing is we're putting these little pockets together and putting them in as sort of a little crossed pocket at the bottom, and we're making this and putting it in. This is a photo flip that goes that way, that way, that way, and that way. Kind of different, kind of fun. And it's just got a little bitty teeny bit of Velcro there to hold it down. I wanted to do something a little bit different and give the maximum amount of space that I could give in this photo flip, because you know, Thanksgiving is all about, you know, that big dinner, and fall you might want to take some pictures of, you know, different things. I wanted as much space in there as I could possibly muster for this particular photo flip. So now that you know what we're going to put in, and I did put that peachy ribbon down here and some lace just to give it a little bit of something, you know, because I think it's pretty. So I'll show you how I did it. All my notes and papers and all this stuff. Now this is the part of the freebie that I put up the other day for the Autumn Grateful kit on my website, julieworthington.com. Freebies tab at the top of the page. There's another sheet that goes with this with bigger pockets. But we're going to be using these ones today. So you just cut them out and I'll show you how to put them together. The way I'm putting them together. You can use them any which way you want. But the way I'm doing it is you cut them out and put them. What I did was I measured the space I had for the page, and I wanted it to be just about the same. Just about, I mean, you don't have to be perfect on it, right? Just about the same. So I tacked it together with some glue at the bottom so it would behave itself. I don't like things to be moving around on me. That gets a little hinky. Okay, so, and of course I inked around these. So I put them together, I tacked them together there, and then I put my double stick tape in here, so I'm holding all that together, and of course my double stick tape on my inner folds. And what I did with this one is I readjusted it to meet the needs of my space, and you can do that with any pocket. Just fold it a little further in, and I also used the corner rounder down here and retrimmed my edges, right? Because you don't need all that stuff in the way. Okay, so that one's pretty simple, and we'll put that in just a bit. This one is still simple. It's not complicated. It's a little bit more involved, we'll say, than just putting those two angled pockets together, right? So I used a journaling card from the kit, and I matted behind the journaling card because I really didn't want the, you know, just the file folder to be poking out all over the place. So I did that on this one. On the other one, I had a piece of scrap from something else I was printing out. You can also use the freebie that I put up on the website, the white pumpkin freebie. You can use that to do it, or whatever papers you want to use. There's plenty out there. So I'm just going to mat this on here for the top, and this one I trimmed the top off of my little owl wreath thing, and I matted that on the background paper too, and so it's going to fit there. So we'll go ahead and get those down, and then I'll show you what we're going to do on the inside. I did I did not remember to check my glue, but I hope it's, you know, ready and able to do its job. We'll let it behave itself there for a minute. Okay, so on this, with the double stick tape, I take off not quite all of it, because if I don't get that on there just right, I want to be able to fix it a little bit. So we'll put this on here. Ooh, it's working. Awesome. It's my lucky day. Okay, so just get me some glue on here, so I've got that little bit of a second or two to move this if it's not in the right place, right? Because I like to hedge my bets. Yeah. And don't put it upside down, and stick your finger in the glue, of course. You know, that's what you have to do. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way because I don't want to. Okay, there. Pretty straight. Get it as straight as you can, and if it's not super duper straight, just put lace on it. It'll be fine. That's what I do. Even if it is straight, I'll put lace on it, and it just doesn't matter to me. It's a thing. Okay, let's get this part down. Now, it is a little stiff if you're going to layer up cardstock and cardstock, so you just be careful when you're pulling that up, because it'll be a little bit stiff on you. Thickish, you know. Okay, then press it down, all the way down. I think I'm going to roll it. Excuse me. Oh, my roller gets stuck sometimes. Okay. All right, there you go. That one's in. So we're going to do this one. I'll play. Okay. All right. I'm going to take the big one off. I got two different pieces of tape. That's what I'm talking about. So yep, putting this on, doing the same thing. I didn't put side flaps on this one this time, because I like to change things up a little bit. You don't do everything exactly the same every time. Sometimes you can, you know, get in your comfort zone and just do a whole bunch of the same thing, and that's fine. But I don't know. Sometimes I like to do it a little different. So hopefully I'm not getting my head in the camera. So yeah, just get it a little straight-ish, and don't worry too much, because as I say, lace just covers all kinds of problems that you create. All those little boo-boos that happen, you know. So let's get this one off and put it down. This photo flip only actually has 4, but that's okay. They are huge. They're huge flips, and of course double-sided. And you can use both sides for pictures or journaling, or both. I encourage both. So, yeah, we've got that down. Roll it really good around those edges. Okay. Get that out of the way. Now, I hope I didn't forget to, I didn't. Okay, sometimes I forget. Now on this one, I'm being a little bit scrappy. I had a bit of, this wasn't quite long enough, so I had a bit of the background paper, and I just stuck a strip of it down there. I'm okay with that. Hopefully anybody else would be too. I like it that way. Okay, let me get this apart. And we'll start with our first one. Getting that first one down is always the I don't know. I feel better once that's done. Probably other people do too. It's just a thing. You just feel better when the first one's down, because then you've got your something to go by and your job is started, right? Okay. Yep. And you want to leave yourself enough room on either side. Okay. Like so. And you don't want to crowd that fold up there, because that could be hinky. You want that to be able to fold down easily and not give you any problems, and not have glue all over the place. So I double side printed these, the paper that the cardstock that I'm using for the flips, so that it would have the double side look to it. You've got one this way and one that way, right? Okay, this one's going this way, yeah. Because what I wanted to do is have it to where this one's under here, then those two will be the side flippy things, if that makes any kind of sense. I do try to make sense. Okay. Get some glue on here so I can move it if I need to. I admire people who use the double-sided tape and don't use the glue with it. Sometimes I hold my breath when they're doing stuff, when I'm watching their videos. Because, boy, that can go so wrong so fast. Okay, let me move this over a little bit, because it can. And I'm like, oh, careful, 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 you know. I don't know if I'm the only one who does that, but yeah, it's a thing. Hedging my bets. I like a safety net, but I also like my stuff to stay down. I don't want it to fall apart or be flimsy or whatever. I want it to be really down, you know. And don't get in a fold, you silly. Okay, you've got a narrow space to put this when you make these this way. You've got this fold you have to be careful of, and you've got this fold that you have to be careful of, right? I can do that. See, you've got to have that one so it's not impeded, and you've got to have it to where this is going to fold up as well, right? So, okay. All right, and that's why you put this way. Yeah. Okay, now let's get this other one on. I like them doing that. I think it's pretty cool. Okay. These are pretty big. Now you just work with whatever space you have. Just measure and get as much room in here as you can get. And that's what I did. I just measured the space. And I said, well, this is how big it can be, and how much stuff can I stick in there, you know? How much can I actually do, right? So, don't want it to get in the way of that. Okay. So, yeah. You just want as much space, because in a journal, this kind of journal specifically, you want to have enough in there to where you've got all kinds of options for your person who's receiving the journal, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully that's all gonna just settle in and behave itself really good. And you've got a layered inner flip that's gonna be all super nice. Now, I did have, let me see if I can find it. Sorry. I should have found it before I started the video, but I didn't. Because I didn't. Okay, so I had one. I had one already cut because, you know, the other one, the Velcro dot's what I'm talking about. The other one, you know, I cut it in half. So why not save the other half? Because you're going to use it, right? So I'm going to put it this way. Yep. Right there. Hopefully, yeah, it's going to work. Sometimes, you know, you do all your planning and you do all your hard work and you just go, oh, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Because in my head it works. But sometimes in reality you go, oh, I got to fix that. Oh, I got to tweak that. Oh, I got to do that other thing too. Okay, so there we go. We've got our photo flip. Now, what I did was I put that peachy ribbon and then some lace over here, here, and here. And I've got some other embellishments that I'm going to use for this. The to make the base of this, I'll give you my little notes. This one, like I said, though, you've got to use your own measurements with what space you're using, right? This one was 5 inches wide. The top flap here is 3 1/4. And the bottom flap is 2 inches. So that's how this one worked out. And the base is file folder. If you have a smaller space or a bigger space, use what you have. I scored at 5 from the fold, the actual fold of the file folder. And then I cut the top flap to 2 inches, and then, I mean the bottom flap to 2 inches, and then the top to 3 1/4. So by having that natural fold that comes with the file folder, you cut there, up from there, and then you score at 5, and then from there you've got your fold for the top flap, and you cut that at 3 1/4. Hope that makes sense. So the inside flips that are inside are 4 1/2 by 4 3/4. You're allowing a 1/4 inch for that little hinge. So I hope that makes sense. It's pretty simple, but like I said, this one will fit in this journal. If you're making a different size journal, a little journal, a big journal, whatever you're making, just make it to fit your size, right? Okay, now let's get this one together. I've got my, okay, we're going to put our insides together first. Scooch up. Okay, we want to get this to where this is sticking together. Yeah, you lose that, but you know, it's okay. I think this little angled pocket going this way is really cute. Lots of fun. I didn't cut off that fold part because why? You know, you can if you want to. I didn't because I didn't see a real reason to do that. So I'm kind of gauging where I want, where I want and don't want to have glue or tape. Because on these you kind of have to go with, and like I said, it's your space. What space do you have? Where are you going to end up? You want glue along this edge for sure, and up here. But the rest of it, just gauge it, because you're moving it in to fit your space, right? And I wanted it to fit pretty close to there, and so that's what it did. Okay, I think that's cute. Okay, so, and it'll be a really cute element, get off, below the photo flip. I don't know what I did that for. I always put my bottoms on first. I don't know why I did that. Okay, this is what I do when I'm putting in a gusseted pocket. I'm kind of weird that way. So yeah, I don't want that to stick to anything, so I'm going to fold it out. So I put my gusseted pocket bottom on first, all right? Because to me, that just makes more sense to do that. Okay. All right. Now, then I put the sides up. But see, on this one, you can actually, you know, it's just easier for me to put them on that way. You can put them on any which way. Some people put all of it down at the same time. That's another time when I hold my breath. Oh, be careful, you know, that kind of thing. I'm always thinking, oh no, that could go wrong. Don't do that. I'm just weird that way though. That's just me being silly. I like to be, I guess, careful. I'm careful in my crafting. You know, I am. Well, I don't like to make extra work for myself. I guess maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. Anyways, let's get this in here. Okay. Poke this underneath and give it a little press down. And there we've got our gusseted double angled pocket. I don't know what you call it. Anyways, it's that. So there you go. Super cute. And you know, of course, I'm going to put lace on this because, yeah, it's me. I will do it. Okay, I might put some of this peachy ribbon on too. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now this one's already made with all its flips in there, laying down, being nice like they're supposed to. So I'm going to have a side pocket on this one. So it's going to go here just above the pocket, so it's not too much in the way of that. And I want a little bit of room to slide in and out for the journaling card that I'm going to stick in there, right? So let us be safe. Again, safety is a thing. Okay, we'll move this over just a touch because I know I want to cover that line. Yep, I want to cover that line and move it up just a tenth right there because I want to cover that line. Okay, if I do that, I'll have it in the right place. Hopefully. I like to have guidelines. It's my safety net. And this you do have to put all at the same time because that's too thick to try to fiddle with holding part of it up and taking the tape off later. So we shall do it. So tape down, and as I've said before, some people have trouble. I've heard them say they have trouble with the using the double stick tape on a pocket like this. Just run a bead of glue on the outside of the tape line, and whatever you're putting in there will never get to the tape part anyways. It'll just get to the glue part and you're good. And it won't stick. I've never had mine stick, but you know, you say that and then, ooh, it happens. No, I've never had it stick. So, all right, there, and there. I've never had a card stick in there, or a tag, or whatever. I've just, I don't know, maybe I'm lucky. Sometimes you don't have the same problem other people have. Sometimes you have the same exact one. So there you go, whatever. So there you go. Give that a minute to settle and get used to being in its new home. Nice big photo flip. Really, really nice. Now, of course, I did mat the inside as well. I just didn't, I mean, you know, matting things, I don't want to have to, you know, bore you to death. So you just measure, like I've shown in other videos. Just hold your paper up there, measure, mark it, cut it, you're good. Trying to measure by actual measurements can throw you off, because especially if you're working with envelopes or file folders, or at least I've found that. If you just hold your paper up here, mark it where you need to cut and cut there, it'll fit. if you try to say, well, this is this many inches and this many inches, and you cut it like that, it could be a little off. It's just the way it is with file folders and envelopes, so it's better to measure the other way. The holding method, right? Okay, so we've got this in, super cute. Lots of room in there too. Let me use my notes and I'll show you. Nice gusseted pocket. Lots of room, lots of space to put something cute down there with some lace on it, of course. And you've got the side pocket underneath here. That's a nice big place for a journaling card or hidden writing space. You could tuck some, paper up in under there. I like the hidden little surprise spots, right? So here we go. That's our video for today. I hope you found something useful in all my ramblings and doing stuff. Yeah, go get your freebies. They're still on the website. JulieWorthington.com. Freebie tab at the top of the page. That white pumpkin paper I think it would work just fine for doing this. I think that's what I use down here is one side of the little white pumpkin page. I wonder if that's on my website yet. When you see this video, it might not be there. It will be there soon. I have another video that I'm going to do. Yeah, it's not there yet. It's going to be really cute. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Have fun with your crafting. I have fun with my crafting. We need to play more. It's a scientific fact. Okay. So go play. Have fun. Oh, and please like and subscribe to my channel. That would be just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for watching. TTFN.